questions out, or we're going to pick out some questions at random.
How do you deal with your mate if all they want to do is text and you want to talk more?
You can't expect to connect with your mate if you are constantly just sending, 144 characters or more, and it doesn't create the personal connection that you need.
And you miss the interpretation of the feeling.
Right. We have a friend of ours who broke up with her boyfriend because of a misconstrued text.
I think you should read it.
All right, I'll read it.
You didn't say nothing about reading. I would have brought my
Okay, I don't need my glasses.
Yes, you do. But
how do you create a God-centered relationship with your mate? That's a good question.
How do you?
Well,
you do have glitter on your forehead. Where you get? Wait a minute. Where you getting glitter from?
What are you talking about, Bernie? I don't know how. Probably when I hugged you when I came in.
I don't. Where you see glitter on me?
Oh, it's probably the plant over there.
Yeah.
I watered the plants today.
Glitter plant.
The plant.
The Christmas tree glitter thing.
Yeah. See, nobody care about that. Stay focused. Okay. Anyway, what was it? Oh, how do you create a God-centered relationship? We'll see. Okay, when we first got together, my relationship with Christ was completely different than Bernie's relationship with Christ.
Ooh-wee.
So I had a little bit more. I was operating in a little bit more grace.
He had more freedom.
And freedom and liberty and forgiveness and mercy. Bernie was operating in the more obedience. Do what the Lord says and don't do nothing else, or you're going to hell.
Well, basically, that's how I was taught.
And so my relationship with God, and then when I got with Bernie, included some things that are not necessarily appropriate for a relationship that is Christ-centered. But I chopped it all up underneath, well, you got to ask God to forgive you for something. So, I mean, why not ask him to forgive you for that?
No.
And so Bernie was like not having it. So we realized that early on that our relationship with Christ are different. But neither one of them was bad and neither one of them was wrong.
Right.
They were just different.
Right. And based on our backgrounds and what we were taught.
Exactly. So I think the first thing that you have to be able to do is respect your mate's relationship with God, whatever that is. That they have their own faith that they grew up and they practiced. And if you all get together, I don't know, because you may date and you may not be dating next month or next year. But if you're going to work this relationship out, then you have to come to the table with a healthy respect for the other person's relationship with Christ.
Yes.
And then let's go check, make sure that you.
Well, you said whatever that is. So, but sometimes it might not be enough.
But see, that is true. But you have to respect.
Well, yeah, that's who that person is.
That's who that person is. And don't be trying to get them to be super holy,
right?
And try them to be.
You have to know,
to be you,
right? You have to know that's what you're accepting if you're going to be with that person in that relationship. That's the level that the person is at. You can't make them do or her do or be anything. That's where they are.
And you have to expect.
I get you said respect.
Yeah,
they are. Yeah.
Yes, you have to expect that there will be some growth as everybody matures spiritually over time.
Hopefully.
To some degree. You have to expect
that
there's going to be some growth. Now, what you want to make sure you do is see the growth before you lock that thing down. No one's going to have this super spiritual cape that they're going to wear all the time. That's not the expectation. But the expectation is that you have. What'd you say?
Although I try.
Yes, you do.
The way I was taught. Hey, well, see, that's how you helped me. Because when we got together, because I was raised where it was very strict and, basically couldn't do it. Everything was a sin. So
going to the movies.
Well.
Wearing pants.
Anyway, okay. Hello. Anyway, everything was a sin. So he kind of helped me balance all that out. So, because I had
and everything was a sin, but I didn't care.
I didn't really think he was saved when we got together, but
true.
He was, but I didn't understand that. But anyway, he kind of helped balance me out where, I understood and got, instead of living under condemnation, which is kind of where I lived, you kind of helped balance that out for me. And, you know, I still, because, I mean, that's how I was raised. I still struggle with trying not to be perfect, but that's how you help balance me out.
And I think the way to answer I guess, nail the point home for the question, so how do you create a Christ-centered relationship? You have to, one, respect your mate's different religious backgrounds, and then come to some agreement about how the two of you all will interact with God together. Is it that you're going to pray together? Is it that you're going to focus on one specific aspect of Christianity and try to develop that together as a couple?
Right. But also, just at the very beginning, everybody has to be on the same page to want a God-centered relationship.
Yeah, that's the assumption.
If you're not on the same page with that, you know, that's not going to happen. So everybody has to be on the same page, wanting and striving for that.
Right. And that want and strive, depending upon your background, still may look a little different.
Right.
Because I may want to get it 10 years from now. I may want to be a deacon 10 years from now when you're trying to go into seminary school next month. So, but that's a real dynamic that exists. But if you're just dating and engaged, the way that you do that, the way that you bridge the two, is that you have your own individual faiths and your religious backgrounds, but you have to come to some kind of agreement on the things of Christ, the things within the realm of what you believe that you want to work on together. If it's we're going to pray together, if it's we're going to work on celibacy together, are we going to work on these specific narrow things together, then that's how you move forward, and that's how you build a Christ-centered relationship. It's not going to be holier than thou off the giddy up. And if you try to do that, then you'll fail and you'll set the person up for unrealistic expectations, and then you'll just set up a whole bunch of drama that has to do with all around spiritual stuff, and that's not good.
Does it always have to be drama when it's going to be holy?
If you try to be holy with our sinful nature.
Okay.
What?
You say that again? If you try to be holy.
Yeah, if you try to be holy. Let me rephrase.
Yeah, can you rephrase?
If you try to be holier than thou. Holier than thou, given that we all make mistakes, we all sin.
Because we're all striving. It's a process. Sanctification is a process where we're growing and trying.
Holiness is right.
Pastor Strong.
Holiness is right.
He say that all the time. I loved it when he said that.
Right, and it is right, and you should strive toward it. But it's
he
a striving.
He was standing on the chair when he said that.
He did say that. But it's a striving, and what you don't want to do is start to put your faith and your holiness up as the mantle. Like, see, this is what you're not doing.
Right.
How come? See, you need to pray and fast.
What's wrong with you?
Twice a month.
You don't love God.
Yeah, right. So you gotta be careful not to build that in that.
Right.
There we go. Okay,
I get it. Okay.
All right.
Another question. This look long. I think you should read it.
I think you should read it.
Oh Lord. How to start over again after a breakup. You want to give it another try, but you are scared. How do you proceed without making the same mistakes again? How do you know if he's serious this time? I guess this was a lady.
Yeah. That's a good question. Yeah.
So
hope that was helpful. So if you like this video, please click on the button and click on the thumbs up and like. And if you also like to, please subscribe to these videos, because we're going to be doing a lot more of them leading up to our boot camp for dating and engaged couples. Please come out. You really enjoy it. I'll put some information in the link below that gives you links to the information about how to register.
Correct. Okay. Yes. And if you want to book His Leadership, Her Trust, you go to hisleadershiphertrust.com, and you can find the book there.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. See y'all.